Kia ora folks, Russ the Bushman here. Now I'm at my base camp at the moment, just gathering firewood and gathering resources and whatnot. What I thought I'd show you guys is my base camp. And as I said, this land has been used for farming quite a while ago. But here we go. Okay, over here we have the RV, which I'm using as a base camp. Nobody's used this particular RV from what I can tell for the last 4-5 years, maybe longer. There is a long drop there if I wanted to use it, so that's handy. There's some abandoned vehicles here, a lot of tussock grass. There's a lot of refuse I could use to help improve my odds if I wanted to. A lot of corrugated iron, some logs over there. I might eventually use those logs. I'm not so sure at the moment. I might bring in a ATV or 4-wheel drive to take it up the trails once I cleared them, so I can build a wind block. I aim to build a pretty big permanent camp. Some old farming gates, and that's about it. This is pretty much my base camp. There's not much to it really. And there's the bridge that leads to the other side. There is some trails, small trails I might go through soon. I'll probably go there through them today. I need some more twigs for my fire, some more logs. So yeah, I'll go to some more tea tree. But yeah, this is my base camp. It's a nice area, you know. It's secluded but not too far away from the main road. It's quiet. There is plenty of resources here. And this is the beginning of the trails. And the trails goes that way. There's a stream there. I've got shelter. So it's pretty good, you know. I'm secluded but not too secluded. And as I said, you know, there's no sign of people actually using this area for not a long time, but in the last few years. People probably from my family probably do come here just for the day, but they don't stay the night like I do. Because I am setting up camp and I plan to clear the trails so I can set up a permanent base camp up in these ranges here. But yeah, that's my base camp. So thank you folks for watching, and have a blessed ride on your trails. See you next time. Blessed love. Well, tonight I have rice with this curry powder and some dried vegetables and some miso and a teeny amount of veggie stock. And that's going to be my meal for the evening. So I shall see you guys in the morning. Well, as you can see, I've hit the start of the trail. And well, this is basically it. This one leads up and stops, and then there's more trail. This one just goes to the other side of the block. That's about it. So I'll probably go this way, see where that trail takes me. Just got to be careful now, not to slip. Across the stream. And now the arduous journey up this little incline. And as I was saying before, the cool thing about this land, aside from the gorse, there is a ton of bush, you know, there's a couple 100 acres of bush, is that it's my land. And as I said before, I don't have to pay dock concession fees, there's no fire permits, there's nothing. I am the law here. But part of learning bushcraft in my own environment is to pay homage to my great-great-grandfather, who was a legendary bushman back in the 1800s. And basically he paved the way for me to want to learn outdoor activities, to want to learn archery and horse riding and hunting and fishing, trapping, eeling. And so, in a way, I feel like I owe it to my forefather to do bushcraft. Secondly, I want to become a dock ranger and a nature guide. I want to work in the outdoors. So yeah, that's basically the reasons why. So now I passed that trail, I'm up on here. There's quite a few old stock tracks. There's obviously a 4x4 been through here at some point within the last, oh sheesh, last 2 years, 3 years. So people do use this land, just not really much. It's constantly being grazed. This gorse is constantly being burnt down, constantly regrown. So we're heading to the start of the trail, which actually goes into the actual bush, and this is it. Now this trail is supposed to cross a stream down this little gully down there, past this fence. There's a stream that goes down. I see there's some old pig rooting. So yeah, the plan today is get some firewood, try to scope this out, see where it leads me, and see if I can actually reach the bush. I can reach it from down my base camp, down the RV, which is quite a while away. And it's a good spot from here because you can actually see my great-great-grandfather's house. I will zoom in for you guys. There we go. Sorry for the shaky cam. That's my great-great-grandfather's house. Still standing. From the 1800s, still standing. And yeah, another overview of the block. You can see quite a while away. It's quite pleasant here. Aside from the gorse, I hate gorse. But basically, what I'll show you is, okay, I don't know if you can see it in this picture, but there's some cows up on the hill up there. Where that end of that gorse line is, what I call the bush line, that's the edge of my property. And it goes all the way that way for the next couple 100 acres. So it's pretty good. So yeah, I might just jump over this fence over here. I'll take it out of zoom. Jump out over this fence. See if we can reach. There's some tea tree over here. I just need some dry stuff for some firewood. I brought my browse bag. It's homemade. I can use it as a bivouac or some type of cover, waterproof cover. I've got my patiti, my tomahawk, just the basics. So yeah, we'll just cross this fence and I'll try to go get some. The start of that trail. Tea tree. That's just too overgrown. At the moment, I just don't have any type of machete or kukri. So next time I come, which will hopefully be next week, I'll clear that out, see if I can actually head into the actual bush from that side. From where I just came from, through here, there's the actual trail. It follows pretty much the border that goes up. So yeah, next time I'll have to bring cookery along and clear out those trails. So I'm going to head back to my base camp now. I collected some dry tea tree bark, the outer bark, so I can use that to get my fire going. I'm going to start my fire pretty early today, just so I don't get caught out and have to wait too long for a bit of coals to build up. But as you can see, there's the bush line, and I can't reach it because all the trails are overgrown. Looks like, I don't know if you can see, but there has been some four-wheel drive activity on the block in the last, I'd say, 3 years. So that's recent-ish. As I said, not many people come onto this block of land of mine. Not many at all. I know a few of my family members do. Some gather native hardwood to carve with. Others go hunting. Oh, yeah, they go hunting. But me, I'm just mainly into the bushcraft thing. The whole living off the land. I like that bit. Self-reliance. And that's what it's all about to me. So yeah, what I plan to do is try cross there's two streams over here. Don't know if you can, here we go. Where my partiti is pointing, my tomahawk. I'll cross those and get to some of that drier tea tree. I just need some twigs going, so I can build up a good bird nest, set that on fire, and that'll be good going. I just noticed in the distance, I'm sorry, I apologise for the shake, folks. That is harakeke. That's New Zealand flax. So on this block of land, just near the base camp, there's a lot of good resources. There's good, relatively clean water. There's tea tree. I can see off in the distance that's one of the other borders. There's a track going along this line where my partiti, my tomahawk, is pointing. That's one of the other borders for my block of land. But there is some ferns and that growing. So now you'll start to get from here, where I'm pointing, this is all the regenerating native bush. About 3 kilometers that way, in this direction, up here, up way over those ridges, is all pure native bush. Completely virgin bush. So it's going to be a long, arduous journey. It might take me several years to clear the trails back to how they were, for a one-man team. But, you know, all in all, it's not too bad, you know. And as I said, you know, there's plenty of resources here. I saw some watercress before. I wouldn't trust it at the moment, but there is some watercress there. There's ferns, there's tea tree, there's harakeke. There's plenty of resources here you can get started with. And I've always got this RV to come back to. So having this RV here is truly, it's a godsend. It's truly a great way to learn my skills while I'm clearing out these trails, so I can truly practice true bushcraft. But yeah, as I said, at the moment I'm just gathering resources, gathering firewood, gathering tinder, gathering all the dry material I can for tonight, bed down, and then I shoot off in the morning. So stay tuned.